everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Helena, and today we are going to dive into CBAP exam practice questions. This is one of the leading certifications for business analysts, and if you want more credibility in business analysis and you're trying to find a job as a business analyst, you should consider getting certified, as this will boost your resume and showcase to potential employers that you understand standard methodologies for how to perform all of the tasks that a business analyst traditionally would perform. You can also download all of these practice questions below. The link is in the descriptions. And after every single question, you'll have about 5 to 10 seconds to answer the question. If you need a longer period of time, you can always pause this video and take as long as you need to answer the question. Then I'm going to provide you with the correct answer and an explanation. And with that being said, let's dive into the practice CBAP exam questions now.
Question 1. What is the primary purpose of conducting a stakeholder analysis in business analysis? A. To determine the project budget. B. To identify individuals, groups, or organizations that could impact or be impacted by a decision, activity, or outcome of a project. C. To establish the project timeline. D. To allocate tasks among team members. Correct answer: B. To identify individuals, groups, or organizations that could impact or be impacted by a decision, activity, or outcome of a project. Explanation: stakeholder analysis is crucial for identifying all parties interested in or affected by a project. This understanding helps in effective communication and strategy formulation, ensuring stakeholders' needs and concerns are addressed. Question 2. Which of the following best describes the purpose of a requirements traceability matrix? A. Tracking the progress of project tasks. B. Ensuring that all requirements are tested and met throughout the project lifecycle. C. Calculating the project budget. D. Assigning tasks to project team members. Correct answer: B. Ensuring that all requirements are tested and met throughout the project lifecycle. Explanation: a requirements traceability matrix is a tool used to ensure that each requirement is accounted for throughout the project lifecycle, from inception through testing and implementation, ensuring that the final product meets all specified requirements. Question 3. In the context of business analysis, what does SWOT analysis stand for? A. Systems, workflows, objectives, tactics. B. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. C. Schedules, workflows, outputs, timelines. D. Stakeholders, workflows, objectives, techniques. Correct answer: B. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Explanation: SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool used to identify internal strengths and weaknesses and external opportunities and threats related to business competition or project planning. Question 4. What is a key benefit of using a fishbone diagram in problem solving? A. It provides a detailed financial analysis. B. It helps identify potential causes of a specific problem. C. It assigns tasks to team members. D. It outlines the project schedule. Correct answer: B. It helps identify potential causes of a specific problem. Explanation: a fishbone diagram, also known as a cause and effect diagram, helps teams systematically explore potential root causes of a problem, fostering a thorough analysis and aiding in the identification of the underlying issue. Question 5. Which technique is most effective for prioritizing requirements? A. Brainstorming. B. Moscow method. C. Fishbone diagram. D. Gantt chart. Correct answer: B. Moscow method. Explanation: the Moscow method categorizes requirements into must-have, should-have, could-have, and won't-have, facilitating effective prioritization based on necessity and project objectives. Question 6. What is the main focus of the BABA guide? A. Providing guidelines for project management. B. Offering a standard for business analysis practices. C. Outlining financial management principles. D. Teaching negotiation skills. Correct answer B. Offering a standard for business analysis practices. Explanation: the Business Analysis Body of Knowledge Babok Guide is a globally recognized standard for the practice of business analysis, providing best practices, techniques, and guidelines in the field. Question 7. In business analysis, what is a use case primarily used for? A budgeting. B. Describing how users will interact with a solution. C. Assigning tasks. D. Creating a project timeline. Correct answer B. Describing how users will interact with a solution. Explanation: a use case is a descriptive representation of how different types of users will interact with a system or solution, outlining various scenarios and the system's responses. Question 8. What does the term elicitation refer to in the context of business analysis? A. The process of gathering requirements from stakeholders. B. The phase of testing a solution. C. The development of a project budget. D. The creation of a project schedule. Correct answer: the process of gathering requirements from stakeholders. Explanation: elicitation is a core business analysis activity that involves working with stakeholders to gather requirements and understand their needs and constraints. Question 9. Which of the following best defines the term enterprise analysis? A. Analyzing the financial status of a company. B. The study of organizational structure and business processes. C. Developing marketing strategies. D. Conducting employee performance reviews. Correct answer B. The study of organizational structure and business processes. Explanation: enterprise analysis focuses on understanding the business's structure, processes, and strategic direction to identify necessary changes and facilitate business improvement. Question 10. What is the primary purpose of a business case document? A. To provide a status update on the project. B. To detail the project budget. C. To outline the benefits, costs, risks, and opportunities associated with a project. D. To assign tasks to project team members. Correct answer C. To outline the benefits, costs, risks, and opportunities associated with a project. Explanation: a business case document presents the justification for a project, detailing its expected benefits, associated costs, potential risks, and the opportunities it offers, aiding stakeholders in making informed decisions. Question 11. Which of the following best describes the term benchmarking in business analysis? A. Comparing a company's practices and performance with industry standards. B. Setting a budget for a business project. C. Scheduling project milestones. D. Assigning roles to project team members. Correct answer: comparing a company's practices and performance with industry standards. Explanation: benchmarking involves comparing a business's processes, performance metrics, and practices against industry standards or best practices to identify areas for improvement. Question 12. What role does a business analyst play in the change management process? A. Providing technical support. B. Managing the project budget. C. Facilitating the adoption of changes within an organization. D. Developing software solutions. Correct answer C. Facilitating the adoption of changes within an organization. Explanation: a business analyst helps facilitate change management by assessing the impact of changes, ensuring stakeholders understand the changes, and aiding in the smooth transition to new processes or systems. Question 13. What is the main purpose of conducting a gap analysis? A. To identify the differences between current and desired states. B. To allocate resources for a project. C. To schedule project deliverables. D. To create a marketing plan. Correct answer. A. To identify the differences between current and desired state. Explanation. Gap analysis is a method used to understand the gap between an organization's current state and its desired future state, highlighting areas that need improvement or change. Question 14. What does the term scope creep refer to in project management? A. The expansion of project scope without adjustments to time, resources, or budget. B. The reduction in project scope. C. The initial definition of project scope. D. The process of assigning tasks to team members. Correct answer. The expansion of project scope without adjustments to time, resources, or budget. Explanation. Scope creep refers to the uncontrolled expansion of project scope without corresponding adjustments in resources, budget, or timeline, often leading to project challenges. Question 15. In the context of business analysis, what is the main purpose of a decision tree? A. To outline the project schedule. B. To assign tasks to team members. C. To visualize the choices and potential outcomes in a decision-making process. D. To track project expenses. Correct answer. C. To visualize the choices and potential outcomes in a decision-making process. Explanation. A decision tree is a graphical representation that outlines various decision paths and their potential outcomes, helping in analyzing and choosing the best course of action. Question 16. Which document typically outlines the business objectives, stakeholders, and the scope of a project? A project charter. B. Business case. C. Status report. D. Budget report. Correct answer. A project charter. Explanation. The project charter is a document that defines the essential aspects of a project, including its objectives, stakeholders, scope, and key deliverables, providing a foundational understanding for all involved. Question 17. What is the primary purpose of prototyping in business analysis? A. To create a detailed project budget. B. To develop a final, fully functional system. C. To test and explore ideas before full-scale implementation. D. To assign roles and responsibilities to team members. Correct answer. C. To test and explore ideas before full-scale implementation. Explanation. Prototyping is used in business analysis to create preliminary versions of a product or system, allowing stakeholders to explore ideas, give feedback, and refine requirements before committing to full-scale development. Question 18. What is the primary focus of a risk analysis in business analysis? A. Identifying the project budget. B. Scheduling project tasks. C. Identifying and assessing potential risks to the project's success. D. Assigning tasks to team members. Correct answer. C. Identifying and assessing potential risks to the project's success. Explanation. Risk analysis involves identifying potential risks that could impact the project's success and assessing their likelihood and potential impact, enabling proactive risk management. Question 19. What is the significance of a RASI matrix in business analysis? A. It is used to track project expenses. B. It outlines the communication plan for the project. C. It helps define roles and responsibilities regarding tasks and decisions. D. It schedules project milestones. Correct answer. C. It helps define roles and responsibilities regarding tasks and decisions. Explanation. A RASI matrix responsible, accountable, consulted, informed clarifies the roles and responsibilities of team members in relation to various tasks and decisions, enhancing collaboration and clarity. Question 20. What is the key purpose of conducting a feasibility study in business analysis? A. To determine the practicality and viability of a proposed solution or project. B. To allocate the project budget. C. To schedule project deliverables. D. To assign project team members. Correct answer: to determine the practicality and viability of a proposed solution or project. Explanation: a feasibility study assesses the practicality and potential success of a proposed project or solution, considering various factors such as economic, technical, legal, and scheduling aspects. Question 21. Which technique is used to visually organize ideas into subcategories to facilitate understanding and analysis? A. Gantt chart. B. Mind mapping. C. Pareto chart. D. Balance sheet. Correct answer: B. Mind mapping. Explanation: mind mapping is a visual technique used to represent ideas or concepts around a central theme, branching out into subcategories for better organization and analysis. Question 22. In business analysis, what is the primary purpose of non functional requirements? A. To define the task that the system must perform. B. To describe how the system performs certain functions. C. To specify the budget constraints of the project. D. To outline the project scope. Correct answer: B. To describe how the system performs certain functions. Explanation: non functional requirements specify how a system should behave and outline constraints and attributes like reliability, performance, and usability rather than specific behaviors or functions. Question 23. What is the outcome of a successful root cause analysis? A. Identification of the project stakeholders. B. Creation of a project timeline. C. Determination of the underlying causes of a problem. D. Development of a communication plan. Correct answer: C. Determination of the underlying causes of a problem. Explanation: the primary goal of root cause analysis is to uncover the fundamental reasons behind a problem or issue, allowing for effective solutions that address these core causes. Question 24. Which of the following best describes a context diagram? A. Tool used to assign project tasks. B. A visual representation of a project schedule. C. A diagram that shows the system's key interactions with its environment. D. A financial document detailing the project's budget. Correct answer: C. A diagram that shows the system's key interactions with its environment. Explanation: a context diagram is a high-level, visual representation of a system's boundaries and its interactions with external entities like users, systems, or processes. Question 25. In which phase of the business analysis process would you define the solution scope? A. Implementation. B. Elicitation and collaboration. C. Strategy analysis. D. Requirements analysis and design definition. Correct answer: C. Strategy analysis. Explanation: during the strategy analysis phase, business analysts define the scope of the solution, aligning it with business needs and objectives to ensure the right problem is addressed. Question 26. What is the primary focus of value stream mapping in business analysis? A. Allocating the project budget. B. Mapping out the sequence of activities required to deliver a product or service. C. Assigning roles and responsibilities to team members. D. Developing a risk management plan. Correct answer: B. Mapping out the sequence of activities required to deliver a product or service. Explanation: value stream mapping is a lean management method used to document, analyze, and improve the flow of information or materials required to produce a product or service, focusing on value addition. Question 27. Which of the following is a key objective of conducting a stakeholder impact analysis? A. To identify how the project will affect different stakeholders. B. To develop a project schedule. C. To allocate the project budget. D. To assign project tasks to team members. Correct answer, to identify how the project will affect different stakeholders. Explanation: stakeholder impact analysis aims to understand how different stakeholders will be affected by the project, which aids in managing expectations, communication, and change management strategies. Question 28. What is the purpose of the lessons learned process in business analysis? A. To document what went well and what could be improved from a project. B. To allocate the remaining project budget. C. To finalize the project schedule. D. To assign outstanding tasks to team members. Correct answer, to document what went well and what could be improved from a project. Explanation: the lessons learned process is vital for documenting successes and areas for improvement in a project, providing valuable insights for future projects and continuous improvement. Question 29. What is the primary goal of the defined solution requirement phase in business analysis? A. To outline the project's budget. B. To schedule project tasks. C. To specify the detailed functional and non-functional requirements of the solution. D. To assign project roles and responsibilities. Correct answer: C. To specify the detailed functional and non-functional requirements of the solution. Explanation: during this phase, business analysts detail the specific functional and non-functional requirements that the solution must meet, which guides the development and implementation processes. Question 30. Which of the following best describes business process modeling? A. Technique to visually document, analyze, and redesign business processes. B. A method for allocating the project budget. C. A strategy for developing the project timeline. D. A process for assigning tasks to team members. Correct answer: the technique to visually document, analyze, and redesign business processes. Explanation: business process modeling involves creating visual representations of business processes to analyze and potentially improve them, enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. Question 31. What is the primary purpose of a cost-benefit analysis in business analysis? A. To determine the financial feasibility and impact of a proposed solution. B. To create a detailed project schedule. C. To assign project roles and responsibilities. D. To develop a communication plan. Correct answer: to determine the financial feasibility and impact of a proposed solution. Explanation: cost benefit analysis is used to assess the economic viability of a project or solution by comparing its expected benefits and costs, aiding decision making regarding its implementation. Question 32. Which document is primarily used to capture and communicate the detailed requirements of a project to stakeholders? A. Project charter. B. Business case. C. Requirement specification document. D. Project plan. Correct answer: C. Requirements specification document. Explanation: the requirements specification document is a comprehensive description of the system requirement, including both functional and non-functional, serving as a key communication tool with stakeholders. Question 33. In business analysis, what is the significance of the Pareto Principle 8-20 rule? A. It is used to assign project tasks based on priority. B. It suggests that 80% of effects come from 20% of the causes. C. It is a method for scheduling project milestones. D. It is a financial rule for budget allocation. Correct answer: B. It suggests that 80% of effects come from 20% of the causes. Explanation: the Pareto principle, or 80-20 rule, is used in business analysis to prioritize efforts, focusing on the 20% of factors that are responsible for 80% of the results or issues. Question 34. What is the main purpose of the Requirements Lifecycle Management knowledge area in the BABAC Guide? A. To outline the budget management process. B. To detail the project scheduling techniques. C. To describe how to trace, maintain, and prioritize requirements. D. To assign project roles and responsibilities. Correct answer: C. To describe how to trace, maintain, and prioritize requirements. Explanation: the Requirements Lifecycle Management knowledge area focuses on the ongoing process of managing and evolving requirements throughout the project lifecycle, ensuring they remain relevant and aligned with business needs. Question 35. What is an activity diagram used for in business analysis? A. To visualize the sequence of activities in a process or workflow. B. To allocate the project budget. C. To develop the project's communication plan. D. To assign roles and responsibilities within the project team. Correct answer: to visualize the sequence of activities in a process or workflow. Explanation: an activity diagram is a graphical representation used to model the flow of activities and actions in a process or system, helping to understand and analyze the workflow. Question 36. What does scope validation involve in the context of business analysis? A. Confirming that the project budget has been adhered to. B. Ensuring that all project tasks are completed on schedule. C. Verifying that the project deliverables meet the defined scope and requirements. D. Assigning remaining tasks to project team members. Correct answer: C. Verifying that the project deliverables meet the defined scope and requirements. Explanation: scope validation is the process of confirming that the project's deliverables are complete and meet the agreed upon scope and requirement, ensuring that the project meets its objectives. Question 37. Which of the following best describes a functional decomposition in business analysis? A. Breaking down a project's budget into smaller, detailed components. B. Dividing a project into smaller, manageable tasks for scheduling. C. Breaking down complex processes or systems into simpler, more manageable components. D. Assigning project tasks to team members. Correct answer: C. Breaking down complex processes or systems into simpler, more manageable components. Explanation: functional decomposition is a strategy used in business analysis to break down complex systems or processes into simpler, more understandable parts, aiding in analysis and understanding. Question 38. What is the goal of stakeholder engagement in business analysis? A. To ensure that all stakeholders are informed about the project budget. B. To involve stakeholders actively throughout the project lifecycle. C. To allocate project tasks to stakeholders. D. To schedule project milestones with stakeholder input. Correct answer: B. To involve stakeholders actively throughout the project lifecycle. Explanation: stakeholder engagement aims to actively involve all relevant stakeholders in the project process, ensuring their needs, concerns, and input are considered and addressed throughout the project lifecycle. Question 39. What does a business model canvas provide in business analysis? A. A detailed financial plan for the business. B. A framework for defining the project schedule. C. A visual chart of the project's organizational structure. D. A visual representation of a business's value proposition, customers, and finances. Correct answer: D. A visual representation of a business's value proposition, customers, and finances. Explanation: The Business Model Canvas is a strategic management tool that provides a visual overview of a company's business model, including key components like value proposition, customer segments, revenue streams, and cost structure. Question 40. In the context of business analysis, what is the main purpose of a decision log? A. To track and document key decisions made during the project. B. To monitor the project's budget allocations. C. To schedule project tasks and milestones. D. To assign and track project roles and responsibilities. Correct answer: to track and document key decisions made during the project. Explanation: a decision log is used in business analysis to record and track important decisions made throughout the project, providing a reference and ensuring transparency and accountability in the decision-making process. Question 41. What is the main purpose of a stakeholder map in business analysis? A. To allocate project budget across stakeholders. B. To visualize relationships and influence levels among stakeholders. C. To schedule stakeholder meetings and interactions. D. To assign tasks to stakeholders based on the project plan. Correct answer: B. To visualize relationships and influence levels among stakeholders. Explanation: a stakeholder map is a visual tool used in business analysis to depict the relationships, influence, and interests of stakeholders relative to the project, aiding in effective stakeholder management and communication strategies. Question 42. Which of the following best describes the purpose of a burn down chart in Agile project? A. To track the remaining work to be done in a sprint. B. To outline the project's budget over time. C. To allocate resources effectively among team members. D. To schedule future project phases. Correct answer: to track the remaining work to be done in a sprint. Explanation: in Agile project management, a burn down chart is used to visually track the amount of work that remains to be completed in a sprint, helping teams understand their progress and pace. Question 43. In business analysis, what is the significance of identifying assumptions? A. To ensure the project is completed within budget. B. To clarify uncertainties that could impact the analysis and project outcome. C. To allocate resources effectively. D. To develop a detailed project schedule. Correct answer: B. To clarify uncertainties that could impact the analysis and project outcome. Explanation: identifying assumptions is crucial in business analysis to acknowledge and address uncertainties that may affect the project's analysis, planning, and execution, thereby mitigating potential risks. Question 44. What does the business analysis planning and monitoring knowledge area primarily focus on? A. Developing a financial plan for the business analysis activities. B. Planning the approach and monitoring the performance of business analysis activities. C. Scheduling business analysis tasks and milestones. D. Assigning business analysis tasks to team members. Correct answer: B. Planning the approach and monitoring the performance of business analysis activities. Explanation: the business analysis planning and monitoring knowledge area focuses on determining the most effective approach to business analysis and overseeing its execution to ensure alignment with business objectives and stakeholder needs. Question 45. What is an affinity diagram used for in business analysis? A. To allocate budget in a visually organized manner. B. To group ideas or information into natural categories for analysis. C. To assign project roles based on team members' preferences. D. To schedule tasks based on their interdependencies. Correct answer: B. To group ideas or information into natural categories for analysis. Explanation: An affinity diagram is a tool used to organize data, ideas, or insights into groups or categories based on their natural relationships, facilitating a deeper understanding and analysis of the information. Question 46. In the context of business analysis, what is a data flow diagram primarily used to illustrate? A. The flow of data within a system. B. The allocation of budget across various departments. C. The scheduling of data related tasks. D. The assignment of data management roles. Correct answer are the flow of data within a system. Explanation. A data flow diagram is a graphical representation used to show how data moves through a system, illustrating the sources, destinations, and processes that data undergoes, which aid in understanding system functionality and identifying potential issues. Question 47. Why is it important to establish decision-making criteria in business analysis? A. To ensure financial decisions are made transparently. B. To provide a clear basis for making project-related decisions. C. To allocate project resources efficiently. D. To schedule project deliverables and milestones. Correct answer. B. To provide a clear basis for making project related decisions. Explanation. Establishing decision making criteria is essential to ensure that decisions are made consistently, transparently, and align with project objectives and stakeholder requirements, thereby enhancing the decision making process. Question 48. What is the purpose of scenario analysis in business analysis? A. To predict financial outcomes based on various scenarios. B. To explore and evaluate different potential future events and their impacts on a project. C. To allocate resources under different potential scenarios. D. To schedule project activities based on hypothetical situations. Correct answer. B. To explore and evaluate different potential future events and their impacts on a project. Explanation. Scenario analysis is a technique used to examine and assess the potential outcomes and impacts of different future scenarios, aiding in strategic planning and risk management. Question 49. In business analysis, what is the main goal of sensitivity analysis? A. To determine how changes in one variable affect the project's outcomes. B. To adjust the project's budget based on variable changes. C. To reallocate resources in response to changing variables. D. To reschedule project tasks based on sensitivity findings. Correct answer. To determine how changes in one variable affect the project's outcomes. Explanation. Sensitivity analysis is used to understand how changes in input variables or assumptions affect the outcomes of a project or model, helping in identifying and managing risk. Question 50. What is the role of a business rules catalog in business analysis? A. To provide a comprehensive list of financial regulations the project must adhere to. B. To outline the project's scheduling rules. C. To document the specific rules that govern business behavior and decisions. D. To assign roles based on predefined business rules. Correct answer. C. To document the specific rules that govern business behavior and decisions. Explanation. A business rules catalog is a repository that documents the explicit rules and guidelines that dictate business operations and decisions, ensuring consistency and compliance across the organization. Question 51. What is the primary objective of user stories in Agile business analysis? A. To allocate the project budget based on user requirements. B. To provide a detailed project schedule from the user's perspective. C. To convey requirements in the form of user-centric narratives. D. To assign user-related tasks to development team members. Correct answer. C. To convey requirement in the form of user-centric narratives. Explanation. User stories are short, simple descriptions of a feature told from the perspective of the user or customer, used in agile development to capture requirements in a user-centric way. Question 52. What is the purpose of regression analysis in business analysis? A. To allocate resources based on historical data. B. To understand the relationship between independent and dependent variables. C. To create a timeline for project completion based on past projects. D. To assign tasks based on regression outcomes. Correct answer: B. To understand the relationship between independent and dependent variables. Explanation: regression analysis is a statistical method used to understand the relationship between dependent outcome and independent predictor variables, helping in forecasting and decision making. Question 53. In business analysis, what is a responsibility assignment matrix RAM used for? A. To track the project budget allocation across teams. B. To define and document the roles and responsibilities of team members for project tasks. C. To schedule tasks and assign them to project milestones. D. To allocate resources based on team member responsibilities. Correct answer: B. To define and document the roles and responsibilities of team members for project tasks. Explanation: a responsibility assignment matrix, such as a RASI chart, is used to clearly define and document the roles and responsibilities of each team member in relation to the project task. Question 54. Why is change control important in business analysis? A. To ensure budget changes are tracked and approved. B. To manage and document changes to project scope, requirements, or deliverables. C. To adjust the project schedule based on changes. D. To reassign tasks when project changes occur. Correct answer: B. To manage and document changes to project scope, requirements, or deliverables. Explanation: change control is a critical process in business analysis to systematically approach, document, and approve changes to the project scope or deliverables, ensuring alignment with project goals and stakeholder expectations. Question 55. What is the primary purpose of a communication plan in business analysis? A. To detail the budget communication strategies. B. To outline how project information will be disseminated and shared among stakeholders. C. To assign communication roles to team members. D. To schedule communication milestones throughout the project. Correct answer: B. To outline how project information will be disseminated and shared among stakeholders. Explanation: a communication plan in business analysis specifies how information related to the project will be communicated, including the methods, frequency, and responsibilities to ensure effective stakeholder engagement. Question 56. In business analysis, what is process modeling used to illustrate? A. The financial flow within an organization. B. The sequence and flow of activities within a business process. C. The timeline for completing business processes. D. The delegation of process-related tasks. Correct answer: B. The sequence and flow of activities within a business process. Explanation: process modeling is a technique used to represent the steps and flow of a business process visually, aiding in understanding, analyzing, and improving the process. Question 57. What is the significance of root cause analysis in business analysis? A. To identify the fundamental reason for a problem rather than just addressing symptoms. B. To determine the financial root cause of a project issue. C. To trace the root cause of scheduling delays. D. To allocate tasks based on identified root causes. Correct answer: A. To identify the fundamental reason for a problem rather than just addressing symptoms. Explanation: root cause analysis is a method used to identify the underlying cause of a problem or issue, ensuring that solutions address the actual source rather than just the symptoms. Question 58. How does version control benefit business analysis documentation? A. By tracking the allocation of the project budget over time. B. By maintaining a record of changes to documents, allowing for tracking and reverting to previous versions. C. By scheduling updates to business analysis documents. D. By assigning document editing tasks to team members. Correct answer: B. By maintaining a record of changes to document, allowing for tracking and reverting to previous versions. Explanation: version control is crucial in business analysis for managing and tracking changes to documentation over time, ensuring that stakeholders have access to the latest information and can reference or revert to previous versions if necessary. Question 59. What role does a business service catalog play in business analysis? A. It lists all the financial services a business offers. B. It provides a detailed schedule of business service implementations. C. It describes the services a business provides and their relationships to business processes. D. It assigns responsibilities for service delivery to team members. Correct answer: C. It describes the services a business provides and their relationships to business processes. Explanation: a business service catalog is a comprehensive list that details the services a business offers, often describing their relationships to business processes and how they support the organization's objectives. Question 60. What is the primary purpose of impact analysis in business analysis? A. To assess the financial implications of a project. B. To understand the effects of changes or proposed solutions on the organization and its stakeholders. C. To allocate resources based on impact assessments. D. To schedule project tasks based on their impact. Correct answer: B. To understand the effects of changes or proposed solutions on the organization and its stakeholders. Explanation: impact analysis in business analysis is conducted to evaluate the potential effects of changes or new solutions on the organization, processes, systems, and stakeholders, facilitating informed decision making and planning. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more exam practice questions.